Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick a card reading for you guys today, and this one is going to be super fun because it is Christmas in July. Yes, that's right. If the Hallmark channel can do it, I can do it. So yeah, I am a huge fan of Christmas. If you're new here, you may not know that, but if you know me, you know that I basically celebrate Christmas like Buddy the Elf. I count down to Christmas on December 26th every year, and that's why I'm really excited to do this Christmas in July themed reading for you guys. So basically that means we are going to be looking into the energies of 5 months down the road from now around the holidays. So that's basically the intention I have set here with these cards. So this is kind of like your little forecast, your little preview into the upcoming holiday season for 2023. So that's basically what we're doing here today. So exciting. So number one, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. If you're someone who is new, I definitely invite you to stick around and pick a pile and see if it resonates for you or not. As always, if the message doesn't flow, let it go. And if it does resonate, well, now you'll know. But anyways, yeah. Also, you guys, give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Leave me a comment down below. And if you do choose to subscribe, I highly recommend hitting that notification bell because then you will be notified every time that there is a brand new video up. And as always, if you guys resonate with me as a reader and you are interested in your own personal reading, I invite you to check out my website, shadowandshine.com. I have a whole bunch of readings there that are available, a whole wide variety. So feel free to check those out if you feel prompted to. If you feel interested in checking out a personal reading for yourself, you can order your very own right there. So let's get into it and check out our piles so you guys have your options as to what you may want to choose. Pile number one, we have this copper ball. I was trying to think of Christmassy type of items to use for this pick a card, but all of my like Christmas decorations and stuff are in storage right now. And I was like, I am not going into storage just to pull out like 6 Christmas ornaments for this reading. So pile number one is the copper ball. It was the closest thing I could think of to Christmas. Pile number two is a square piece of selenite that is carved. I'm not even quite sure exactly what you would quite call this carving, but it's pretty cool. So it's a little carved design in a square piece of selenite. So that's pile two. Pile three is, of course, the most Christmassy one out of all of our options here. It is a green aventurine carved Christmas tree. So don't just pick this one because it is the Christmas one. If you genuinely feel called to the green aventurine Christmas tree, then by all means go for it. But this one is pile number three. Pile number four is a little goldstone, smooth, like little mini palm stone kind of thing. It's very small. But yeah, it's sparkly. You can't really tell as well with that ring light so boldly being on it with the reflection, but it does have quite the nice little sparkle and shine to it. I was trying to think of like sparkly and shiny, like silver and gold kind of stuff to go for this reading because once again, I was trying to think Christmassy. Pile number five is a piece of astrophyllite, which has like some really cool like gold flecks to it, but it's also intermixed with white. Like obviously there's a lot of white on the back here, but it's definitely a really cool crystal. So astrophyllite for pile number five. So many options with 6 whole piles, you guys. And pile number 6 is a crackle quartz tower. So this one is pile number 6. All right, so once you have selected your pile, timestamps will of course be down below for you to jump straight into your pile. Otherwise, we are going to get into it, and let's start here with pile number 1, our copper sphere group. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the copper sphere, then this is going to be the reading for you for Christmas in July. And we're going to take that sneak peek into what your forecast, what your predictions may be for this holiday season, 2023. All right, so I'm going to place our little copper sphere right here, and let's get into it. So all the cards that I have chosen for today come from the Christmas Love Oracle, because it's Christmassy, you know, this is Christmas in July. Why would we not go with a Christmas themed deck? So that's what we're rolling with here too. And there may be other messages intermixed in here as well besides love, but there is obviously going to be the topic of love that will clearly be touched upon here. So let's jump into it. I'm going to put all the cards down, and then we'll dive in and kind of see not only what they are, but how they really all connect together. So you guys got the Grinch. Party pooper, always mad, bad attitude. So I don't know if that's going to be you guys or somebody else. We have a lot more cards to dive into here. But that's what we're starting out with. And if you guys suddenly hear thunder out of nowhere because it just started thunderstorming, I guess, I cannot control that. I cannot control the weather, but I just heard thunder, and I just have 2 very nervous chihuahuas at my feet right now because they are not liking it. They are not having it. Clearly, it's still July. It's not actually Christmas time yet. Okay, so we also have Guided by Angels. That's always a positive message. Very good. We'll gladly take that. And we have Incoming Happy message. So that's also a good thing. Gladly take that too. We have Sancho, the lover. This one always makes me laugh for some reason. I don't know. He's like the Latin Santa Claus. I don't know. But yeah, we have Sancho, the lover there. Health checkup. And this card is always very entertaining because, you know, we got the banana there with the 2 oranges. We all know what that's in reference to. But we'll get into the health checkup in a minute. There's all kinds of body parts that could be checked up upon. I need a break. I need a break. Somebody's going to need a break. All right. I want to make peace. Peace, baby. Someone wants some peace during that time of the year. I'm actually going to move this. I need a break over here. We got so many cards. Be grateful for what you have. Always a good message. Always very important. You can't really multiply into having more things if you're not already grateful for where you're at. Fighting. Not talking. Unhappy. And our last message is trying to come through. That's kind of funny. The last message is trying to come through. It's trying to come through right now. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff going on here. Let's break it down. Let's get into what these messages mean collectively together for you. Let's, you know, thread the needle, sew it together. Okay, so let's kind of start with maybe the more negative things, get that out of the way before we get into the more positive stuff. So obviously our first card that came out here was the Grinch, party pooper, always mad, bad attitude. So I feel like with this card coming through, I feel like it's more a warning is what it comes down to. I feel like if anything, it's warning you guys to not become the Grinch, to not go to that grumpy, sour attitude kind of area. Because, you know, life happens. There are good things and bad things that happen every single day. So I feel like, if anything, this is just kind of a warning to kind of, you know, keep it in check, keep it together. Like, even if you're having a bad day, don't let it ruin your attitude kind of a thing. Don't become a Grinch. over setbacks and disappointments that could potentially occur during the holidays, because we do have some potential setbacks and issues that could happen. So I feel like, if anything, this is in reference to you, the person who's viewing, but it's not saying that you will become the Grinch. It's just saying, hey, don't go there. Don't become the Grinch. Like, it's early enough right now that we can, like, negate that energy and, like, veer into a different direction. So the reasons why you may get a little Grinchy is, number one, here we have I need a break. So the holidays can obviously be a very stressful time. It's a magical time, but it also comes with a lot of other stuff, obviously. You know, there's family obligations, there's financial obligations, because, you know, if you're buying presents for people and maybe you don't have a lot of money, it can be stressful. You know, dealing with family members where maybe you don't see eye to eye, or maybe you've lost a family member or something like that and you're grieving and it doesn't really put you in the holiday mood. There could be all kinds of reasons for this going on. You could be working really hard at work and maybe you're just burnt out and you don't have the energy or the strength for holiday festivities and parties and that kind of thing, because you're just constantly on the grind. You're working and working and working. So I feel like regardless of where all this energy is going, I feel like there is a possibility that you may just be burnt out come the holidays. And it could even be a buildup. It could even be a buildup of being stressed out and working really hard, like starting even from this point, like months ahead leading up into the holidays. So definitely I feel like this is a reason someone could get Grinchy. Because if you're burnt out, you're stressed out, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not hydrated, you're not eating properly, you're not eating enough. These are all reasons that someone is going to be collapsed like Santa and possibly get grumpy and become a Grinch. So I feel like there's a possibility this could happen. I feel like this card is also kind of saying, like, hey, if there's something that is draining your energy and taking up too much of your time in a non-healthy way, it's time to put up some boundaries. It's time to, you know, really stand up for yourself and advocate for yourself is what it comes down to. Then the other reason that there could potentially be the Grinch in the building is fighting, not talking, unhappy. Now, I know this is showing a couple in this card, and I know this is a love oracle, but I feel like this fighting situation could honestly be in reference to anyone in your life, really, that you ultimately care about and love. It could be in a romantic situation, but this could be family, once again. You know, that can be really stressful around the holidays with people being around family members and not seeing eye to eye and things like that. It could be friends, it could be people at work, but either way, you know, fighting, it's not fun. You know, I don't think there are people, at least not healthy people, who get a kick out of doing this. So yeah, there could definitely be some tension. It could even be connected to the I need a break thing, especially if someone is asking too much of you. That could cause some fighting. So these are all potentially some obstacles that could be in the way and could happen. It could be a really crunchy time over the holidays. So that's kind of like the ickiest, not so greatest of stuff coming in, which could bring out your inner Grinch. So just try not to go there. However, there are positive things too. For every negative thing, there is a positive thing. So number one, first and foremost, through the good and the bad, can I pick this card up, please? Thank you. Through the good and the bad and everything in between, you are guided by angels. So try not to forget that, even during the times of frustration. Like, you have angels on your side, you know, your ancestors, ascended masters, all that kind of stuff. You know, you have good stuff going for you. You have guidance on the other side who is trying to lead and guide the way and protect you. And, you know, bottom line is you are not alone in this journey. Even though it feels like it a lot of the times, you're not alone. The fact that you're right here, right now, watching this video is proof that you're not alone. Because, you know, even if there's no one else out there in your corner, you know, I'm in your corner. I'm in your corner. These angels are in your corner. You know, even I'm here, you know, trying to help you and assist you through these readings. You know, I care about the collective, or I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing. So yeah, you are definitely guided by angels. So never forget that. And even when things get really hard, you always have that connection. It's like we always have that, you know, spiritual speed dial on hand that'll take you directly to heaven is what it comes down to. And then we have incoming happy message. Now, incoming happy message, it could be from the angels, but I don't feel like it's just from the angels. I do feel like there will be good news on its way to you during the holidays. It could be personal, it could be professional. You know, take this once again where it resonates. But I do feel like there is going to be something positive that's going to be delivered to you in terms of a message. Something good that's going to be on its way. And I feel like it's been taking a while to get there because it also says trying to come through. So I feel like what's been trying to come through is probably this incoming happy message. I feel like it's, you know, whatever it is, it's definitely going to be like taking some work and effort. It's going to be taking some time to get through to you. And as they always say, you know, like, the best things in the world, the good things, you know, the things that we desire the most and everything, none of those things come easy. So, you know, it usually comes with a little bit of hard work. So I feel like that's kind of a reminder to just not get discouraged is what it comes down to. So do not get discouraged. Now, we also have health checkup here. So around the holidays may be a good time to, you know, check in with the doctor. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pee-pee checkup like this card suggests, but I feel like it just may be a good time to, you know, just if you haven't been in for a while, maybe go in for a routine physical or something like that. If you have been kind of struggling with a particular type of illness or headaches or something like that, it may be a good time to be just like, yeah, I shouldn't really like sit on that any longer. I should really go get this checked out. And it doesn't necessarily have to be even just like a regular doctor. It could be like, you know, maybe you need to go to the dentist. Maybe it's oral health. Maybe you need to make an appointment for therapy. Maybe it's mental health. Health is what it comes down to. So I feel like take this where it resonates, and just kind of like really keep tabs on your overall well-being and your overall health. And if you feel like you really need to, you know, seek some assistance in that department, it may be a good time to do that. Let's see. We also have, I'm going to put these two together. We have Sancho the Lover, and I want to make peace, baby, peace. So I feel like these two are kind of the same. Like these two guys kind of have the same similar vibe and everything. So this one I definitely do feel like is probably romantically connected. So there may be someone in your life, or there may be someone coming into your life if there's no one in your life at this present time, who, you know, maybe kind of like this guy. You know, when I think of Sancho the Lover, I think of someone who's, you know, spicy and hot and romantic, someone who's very suave, someone who is like a Casanova and very good with his words is what it comes down to. You know, he knows how to speak it into existence is what it comes down to. Very good at manifesting what he wants. So yeah, I feel like that kind of just represents the qualities of this person. And as for I want to make peace, baby, peace. Now, once again, this could potentially be the person that you are fighting with this fighting card. Because why else would they want to make peace? Like there must be some kind of struggle. There must be some kind of issue, obviously. Otherwise, why would they be saying that? Why would they want to have peace? So if there has been conflict, if there has been chaos, if there has been struggle in your romantic life, what may wind up happening is there may be a lot of fighting and discourse in the beginning, but eventually you and this person will, you know, cool your jets and kind of amicably set the differences aside because you will both probably decide that peace is more important than the struggle and the fight is what it comes down to. And I feel like it's going to be easier to get there if you're not grinchy towards that person. So once again, don't be a Grinch. Finally, with be grateful for what you have, you know, this is just obviously an overall good message. It's an overall positive thing that we all need to focus on. You know, I feel like regardless of what any of these cards said, this is applicable in any and every situation. So just, it's a time to be grateful, even during the struggles, even during the times when you need a break or you're fighting with people that you love and care about. It's good to take a moment to maybe get quiet, get still, be by yourself, and count your blessings. Remember that it could be so much worse, and that there are people out there who are in much worse conditions, circumstances, and situations than you are. And it's very hard for us to manifest abundance and to manifest blessings and to improve our lives if we can't already acknowledge where our lives are already good and blessed and bountiful. So that's just a good overall reminder, and I feel like a good way to kind of wrap up this pile's reading. So those are basically the messages that came through for you guys. Once again, as always, if the message doesn't flow, just let it go. But if it resonates, now you know. So before you guys head on out, I just wanted to ask you one more time to please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. And leave me a comment down below. And I appreciate you guys very much. If you are already a subscriber to my channel, welcome back as always. And if you are brand new and you're just checking this out for the first time, I invite you to hit that subscribe button to become a subscriber. And of course, hit the notification bell. So that way then you know every time a brand new video is up and you are never left in the dark or left behind on what's happening. So yeah, that's basically it. And once again, if you're interested in getting your own personal private reading, hit me up on my website, shadowandshine.com. You can find all kinds of readings listed and available there. You know, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them there. So go ahead and hop on over there if you want to check out getting a reading for yourself. I would love to be of assistance to you on a personal level in your own personal journey. And all the links to everything that you need to know is down below, whether it's my website or other socials you can interact with me on. And I appreciate you guys so incredibly much. So I want to thank you for stopping on by, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, a beautiful rest of the week, and I just wanted to remind you guys that I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the selenite square with a little carving on it, then this is going to be the reading for you. Hi, Shadow. My dog just gave me a little nudge. He's like, pet me. Not right now, dude. I'm about to do a reading. Although you're welcome to assist me. Yeah. He's a little nervous because it's been thunderstorming over here. So, he's not exactly happy right now. There was thunder for pile 1, so we'll see if thunder happens for pile 2. Okay, anyways, so we are going to be diving into some cards here from the Christmas Love Oracle because, of course, this is a Christmas in July themed reading, so Christmas cards made the most sense to use for this reading. Obviously, there may be messages in love because it is a love-related kind of deck, but there may be other things going on too. So let's dive in and see what is happening for you guys Christmas 2023. I'm going to put all the cards down first so we can take a look at what's going on, and then we're going to sew them all together and see exactly what the story is here. So we have Playful. Well, that's a fun start. This couple looks very happy. They got their little candy cane, heart of love, and playfulness. So, okay, cool. We'll roll with that. That's an excellent start. Okay, what else is going on? Sorry, we're closed. All right, we'll see what that's about. Spirit has something special for you. I love messages like that. Yes, Spirit has something special. Cuddle buddy. Definitely a cuddle buddy there. Secret Santa. Looks like Amazon got really into it. Prime days are coming up, but that's, totally different story. That's like next week. It's in the next few days. Festivities, ice skating, fun in the snow, and decorating. You guys are getting like a whole bunch of really good cards right now. I'm excited. Holiday love song. All right. You ain't getting shit from me. Okay, well now we finally got kind of a more negative card, but at least it's just one. We'll see exactly how this all fits in. Wrong path. Well, clearly we're headed down the wrong path now because those are not happy messages anymore. All right, and our last one is playful, which is funny because we literally have double the playful. So let's start with that. Like, look at this, you guys. We got double the playful. So we have the couple that's playful, and then I think that's Mariah Carey. Is that Mariah Carey? I think that's Mariah Carey, but she is also playful. So we have two playful cards. So it's basically like you guys have double confirmation here. So this is double confirmation that the holiday season is going to be a playful season for you. I feel like if anything, Spirit is really gonna want to remind you guys to have fun over this holiday season. You know, life can be so stressful and so downtrodden, especially today for countless amounts of reasons. But I feel like this is a reminder to you guys to kind of like reconnect with that inner child, because what is playfulness ultimately? It's tapping into that innocence. It's tapping into youth. It's tapping into childlike faith. It's using our imagination. It's believing that Santa is coming on Christmas Eve and he is bringing a bunch of toys and goodies and all that fun stuff. It's having faith again is what it comes down to. It's being carefree. It's not caring what the world thinks. So I feel like this is going to be a huge theme for you guys over the holiday season, and Spirit definitely wants to remind you to be playful. Now that doesn't mean that being playful is going to come easy to you guys, because, you know, let's face it, we still live in the real world that reminds us plenty of times of many reasons not to be playful. So I feel like if anything, this is asking you to be mindful to include playfulness through every part of your day is what it comes down to. Even the more challenging parts of the day. You know, it's like even in the boring and mundane things. Think about when you take a child on a road trip or something. It can be very boring. It can be very monotonous, especially for a small child. So what do? You play games in the car. You play like the license plate game and things like that. You make it lighthearted and fun. You play with it, even if it's like not the most ideal situation. So I feel like this is definitely a huge theme for you guys since it came out twice. And I think I just like pulled on the cord here. Okay, are we fine? Yes, we're fine. Okay, so that's our playfulness that's happening. Now, let's talk about the only two negative cards that came through before we get into anything else, because everything else does look pretty positive. Well, I mean, Sorry We're Closed could kind of be. But okay, anyways, so we do have You Ain't Getting Shit From Me. So I feel like there's probably going to be someone in your life who is going to be kind of like that Grinchy person in your life. They're going to be kind of stubborn. They're not very generous. They're rather stingy. You know, like weirdly enough, I almost kind of, I know this is like a love deck and everything, but I really weirdly feel like this is like a relative, like a stingy relative or something, where it's like oh, I'm not going to donate my money. I worked hard for that money. I'm not going to donate that, blah, blah, blah. Just something weird like that. So I just feel like there might be someone around you in your life who just kind of has like this it's weird. It makes no sense. I almost kind of get like this image in my mind of like, just like a grumpy, stingy old man. Maybe that makes sense. Even if it's just for one person, it could make sense for, but that's honestly like the energy that's kind of coming through with this card right now is like a stingy, grumpy old man. Makes no sense to me, but hopefully it makes sense to somebody else. Doesn't have to be that stingy, grumpy old man. Maybe it embraces somebody else's energy, but that's just kind of what's coming through the strongest, at least in this moment. So there's going to be someone out there who's just not going to be like the friendliest spirit during the holidays. I feel like if this is somebody that you have to deal with, you know, be cordial, of course. You don't have to like go the extra mile with this person. If you can kind of like avoid it, I would avoid it. But if you have to deal with it, you know, it's kind of just like smile and nod and move on. This is not someone you're going to be able to really negotiate with. And with the wrong path, I feel like the wrong path and sorry we're closed kind of go hand in hand. Like obviously businesses do, you know, stay closed during like Christmas Day at least. I mean, most businesses are going, and especially in retail, are thriving during the month of December. But I feel like the sorry we're closed, once again, I feel like that's kind of embracing the energy of this person who's like, you ain't getting shit from me. Like one of the reasons they're like that is because they are closed. They're the ones who are closed. It's like they're closed off. They're closed off emotionally. They're closed off mentally in terms of wanting to have like healthy, open discussions. So I feel like it's kind of like representing their energy. And I feel like, you know, if you decide to go down that path of having like a war zone with this person, basically, it's going to be the wrong path. That's why I'm saying it's like, you know, kind of pick and choose your battles wisely here. I'm not saying like to be walked all over or to accept abuse or any of those kinds of things. Of course not. But sometimes there is more strength in saying nothing at all and walking away than getting involved and depleting yourself. So try to choose wisely here so you don't go down that wrong path. Because otherwise, you have a lot of good things going on here. Let's see, we have holiday love songs. So, you know, we did have the couple come through first and foremost with this playful energy. So if there is a romantic love interest in your life, it could be just like a very romantic time of the year for you, which is not uncommon. You know, the holidays can be very romantic, you know, taking long walks in the snow, in you know, seeing all the decorations with Christmas lights and Christmas trees and that kind of thing. It can be very romantic. And I feel like music is going to be a big theme obviously here for you. Obviously, specifically love songs. You know, if your person is musically gifted, maybe they'll like write you a love song. That would be pretty cool. And then we have Spirit has something special for you. So I feel like this here, you know, this could be wide open to a bunch of different things, but I think that's just because it's something different for everyone, because everyone is kind of like on their own path, seeking their own dreams and their own goals. So when I see something like Spirit has something special for you, I feel like it's a gift from the universe, from Source. I feel like it's a gift of something that you have been waiting for a very long time. Something that you've been working towards for a very long time, where there's been a lot of patience, there's been a lot of endurance, and I feel like this gift is going to look different for everybody. So for some people, it could be in their love life, it could be in a relationship, it could be working something out with someone special. For others of you, It could be maybe in your career. It could be a promotion. It could be being noticed more. It could be earning more money, having a raise. It could be something like becoming pregnant or having a baby. It could be, you know, maybe being approved for that dream home and being able to move into a house that you really, really want. It could be so many things. It could be a healing. It could be a miraculous healing. Like, it could be you, or maybe there's a family member or a friend who maybe has been sick and has been struggling with some kind of health issue, and there's a miraculous healing. So like I said, take this wherever it resonates, because I feel like it's going to look a little bit different for everybody, but I feel like whatever this gift is, it's definitely something major. It's something miraculous. It's something that has taken a long road to get there. And I almost kind of feel like the Secret Santa gifts here play a part in it. Like, the Secret Santa gifts are that gift that Spirit wants to give you in terms of it being something special. And with the secret part of it is, I feel like whatever this miracle is, whatever this gift is, it's going to come to you in a way that you didn't see coming, that you didn't suspect. You know, it's going to come from either a person or a source or a place or whatever it is, in a way that you never ever would have thought of. It's like if you were struggling for money or something and you had applied for loan after loan after loan, and maybe you're finally on that last place and you're like, oh, they're never going to approve me because no one else approved of me. And it's like, that's going to be the one that's going to approve of you, kind of thing. So wherever this miracle is coming from, it is coming from the least likely source on your radar. Okay, and we have Cuddle Buddy here. So Cuddle Buddy, you know, I feel like once again, you know, I go back to this couple here at the beginning. So once again, if you got that romantic pair going on there, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cuddling, a lot of snuggling over the holidays. You know, it's a cold time of year, so people are going to want to cozy up and get next to each other and warm each other up with their body hearts I was about to merge two sentences into one. With their body heat, and also warm their hearts with one another. Apparently, my mouth cannot keep up with my brain. And then we also have festivities, ice skating, fun in the snow, decorating. So I feel like this kind of goes back to those first two cards of being playful, because these are all very playful things, you know, ice skating and playing in the snow, you know, decorating. Those are all fun-filled activities. Those are things that, you know, think about it. It's like going out and building a snowman as a kid, or helping decorate the Christmas tree. You know, it's like, it's super magical as a child. So once again, I feel like this is kind of tapping back into that childlike kind of energy of just having fun and being playful and enjoying the holiday season. So if anything, I feel like the biggest theme for you guys here is to have fun. Even if you don't feel like having fun, have fun anyways. Treat Christmas a little bit more like going to Disneyland or something. So that's basically the messages I have here for you guys for your upcoming holiday season in 2023. If the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did resonate, now you know. As always, you guys, before you head on out of here, I want to thank my subscribers, the people who are here. I want to thank you to anyone who has returned. I definitely appreciate you very much. And for anyone who is new, I definitely invite you to subscribe if you enjoyed this, and to hit the notification bell so that way then you know every time a new video goes up. And for everyone, please give me a thumbs up here. Leave me a comment down below. It definitely helps me out and pushes me out there in the YouTube algorithm. So I appreciate every bit and piece of love and support from you guys. I try to do as much as I can here to give back to you. And of course, one way that I feel is very good to be able to give back is, of course, offering you guys personal readings as well. So if you are interested in your own personal reading, head on over to my website, shadowandshine.com. There are a bunch of readings available over there that you can book, and we can connect on a more personal one-on-one level, and I would love to assist you. and help you on your own journey. So head on over there and check out a reading today if you so feel prompted to. Otherwise, you guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you all so incredibly much. I hope you have a wonderful day, a beautiful, blessed, and amazing week. And I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the green aventurine Christmas tree, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what is in store for you Christmas time 2023. All right, I'm going to put our little tree friend right here, and let's jump into it. So today I'm going to be using cards from the Christmas Love Oracle deck. So there could be some messages here connected to love. There could be other stuff coming through. So we're just going to dive in and see what's happening. I'm going to go ahead and put down all of the cards first, and then we'll kind of review them and see exactly how they connect and correlate to one another for your story here. First card out is Love for Children. All right, Love for Children, card number 1. Card number 2, Family Time. Card number 3, Winter Wedding. Wow, we got kind of like a lot of celebratory, family-related kind of stuff going on here. Let me actually scooch these cards over just a little bit. You can see them a little bit better. There we go. Don't ever let me go. Money giving or receiving? Money giving or receiving? Rearrange these cards again. I'm trying to make sure they're all in the view here in a good way. There we go. All right. What else do we have? Choosing or chopping. I thought it said choosing. Chopping out bad habits. All right. Thank you for loving me. Single parent. You have me hooked. And, ooh, very spicy way to end this. Making love by the fireplace. All right. Well, let's dive in, you guys. Okay. So first thing right off the bat, before we get into anything else, I feel like this reading specifically is for the single parents out there. So, I mean, if you're not a single parent, maybe this will resonate for you on a different level. But I feel like for most people who are probably coming across this pile, not just based on this one card, but there are other factors in here too, I feel like you are most likely a single parent. So that's where we're starting. You're a single parent. And obviously with love of children, like that was kind of the first indicator to me right off the bat before I even looked at the rest of these cards as they came through, that children were obviously going to be a huge factor in this reading for this person during the holiday season, whether they were a parent themselves or like an aunt or an uncle or something like that. But I feel like this very much so strongly says that you as a single parent, like you're doing the best of the best that you can possibly do as a single parent. That your love basically is abounding, that you have so much love and so much care for your kids that, you know, you would go mama bear or papa bear or whatever you had to do to protect them and to take good care of them, and that, you know, you would sacrifice your own life to better theirs, that, you know, ultimately at the end of the day, you just want to see them happy. You want to see them thriving and happy and living their best lives. And that's the most important thing to you. It's like when your child hurts, you hurt. when your child experiences joy, you experience joy by partaking in their joy. So I definitely feel like you are your kids' ride or die is what it comes down to. So yeah, definitely love for children. And therefore, I feel like, you know, especially as a single parent, family time is really important to you. That it's really a quality thing. That it's something that you prioritize, even though you probably have a lot of other things going on because, you know, obviously as a single parent, there's a lot of financial responsibilities that come with that, taking a lot of things on your own that unfortunately you should be able to share with somebody, but you're probably not. But I think regardless of that, you make time for that family time. You know, you make time to do activities with them where you bond with them, whether it's like game night and you're playing together, or, you know, you take them out somewhere, you know, go to a park together or something like that. I feel like you really, really do prioritize that. And I feel like through the holiday season, you're going to continue to prioritize that. So whether it's like baking cookies together or going to go see Santa or, you know, driving around and seeing Christmas lights, whatever the activity is, I feel like you're definitely going to be prioritizing that and making sure that that family time is happening, especially when they're little, because you know, those are going to be core memories that they're going to have for the rest of their lives. And I feel like you're definitely someone who is going to be working your hardest to make sure that you are giving them the most magical experiences ever. Even if everything else behind the scenes is falling apart, it's like you want to shield them from the brokenness of the world and from the way things are. And you want to give them that sliver of happiness and joy and that perfect childhood for as long as you possibly can. So those are definitely some big things. So even though you may be a single parent, I don't feel like you're completely like alone in terms of your love life. There could be a person of interest. There could be a boyfriend or girlfriend, a significant other. There's somebody that's there, whether you're currently together or not. Because we have a lot of other energy going on here. So we have don't ever let me go and you have me hooked. So I feel like the emotions between you and this other person are along that line. Like, you know, this may not be the father of your children, the mother of your children or whatever, but, you know, this may be a love of your life that you happen to find like after, you know, being with your children's other parent, but this person is your person. Like, this is the person that you were really meant to be with in your life is what it comes down to. And I feel like it's a mutual thing that, you know, both of you don't want to let each other go. And with You Have Me Hooked, I mean, I do feel like you guys are kind of hooked on each other. My only discrepancy with this card is just try to make sure it's not like a codependent thing. You know, love is beautiful. Being in a relationship is beautiful. Having that connection is beautiful. But just try to make sure it's not like an addictive thing. That's the only thing I don't necessarily like about this card, is it kind of implies more of an addictive tendency, where this one kind of implies more of just like a cutesy kind of thing, you know, so... You know, that's all. I feel like you guys will know if you're crossing the lines or not in terms of it being like too much kind of a thing. But I feel like for most of you, it's probably a positive thing because we do have the thank you for loving me aspect. And I feel like that's in regards not only to your romantic person of interest, but I feel like there are a lot of people in your life, period, who are very thankful for your love and who are very thankful for your support. I mean, once again, if we go back to your kids, for example, they're thankful for this. They're thankful for your love. They're thankful for your support. And probably other people in your life too, you know. If you have siblings, you know, your parents, your friends, hell, maybe even people you work with. So I feel like there are a lot of people who are very thankful for just like your love and your kindness, because I feel like it really extends and expands way beyond your own personal inner bubble of what you think. Let's see, with money giving or receiving, there's probably just going to be a lot of financial interactions going on. So I feel like, you know, number one, with there being so many people around you in your life who do love you and who do appreciate you and are very grateful for your presence, I feel like that means that you are going to be a receiver quite a bit in terms of financial gifts, financial offerings. There are going to be people stepping up and helping you out, especially if you're struggling. But I feel like because you know it's a gift and because you know it's such a good thing, that you are going to be just as good as a giver in return, that you're probably going to give above and beyond to other people too, because you know that it's more than just being about you, that it's about others. You know, once again, whether it's giving towards like your kids and their Christmas presents, or, you know, maybe a friend who's fallen on hard times. Once again, there's going to be a lot of transactions, a lot of going back and forth with the finances here. But I don't feel like that's in conjunction to like bills. I feel like it's quite literally about, you know, giving and helping other people, and then other people giving to you and helping in return. And I also feel like the holiday season is going to be a very productive time for you in terms of bad habits. So, you know, bad habits could be a lot of different things. It could be anything from like major things like, you know, cutting out alcohol and, you know, dealing with alcoholism and, you know, drug abuse and things like that. It doesn't have to be that extreme, of course, but it could be. And it could be things that are as small and trivial as like, you know what? I'm not going to jump to conclusions in this. I'm going to cut out my stinking thinking kind of thing. Because that's a bad habit. Our mental thoughts can be bad habits. Our money habits can be bad habits. What we eat and how much we eat can be bad habits. So this can look like a whole bunch of different things. It could be all the way down to like, hey, I'm not going to bite my nails anymore kind of a thing. So whatever this is, I feel like over the holidays, you're going to be very motivated to just chop those bad habits. I just feel like you're not going to have the desire, you're not going to have the motivation to want to continue whatever those bad habits are. And instead, you're going to feel very motivated to like improve your life and make it better is what it comes down to. And we have winter wedding. So winter wedding, it could be something within the family. There could be some kind of commitment happening. Now, if there's not like an actual wedding, it could be just, like I said, it could be just some kind of like major commitment happening. Now, if it's not within your family or a friend that's happening to, it could even be yourself. I mean, who knows? I mean, you do have this love interest here, you know, don't ever let me go and everything. So, you know, if it's not a friend, if it's not a family member, who knows? You could have a little winter wedding yourself. So I'm just going to put that out there. It could be a possibility. And then we have making love by the fireplace, which I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty steamy. It's pretty hot. It's pretty romantic. Once again, we've already kind of tapped into this energy here with this other person, this significant other, this person who has come into your life, you know, after your child's mother or father. So I definitely feel like this is in reference to, just like spicy good times. Find some mistletoe, go nuts, basically. So I feel like it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time over the holidays. So yeah, that's basically what I have going on here for you guys. This definitely seems to be the single parent group. So yeah, if the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did resonate, now you know. And, you know, to everyone who is a returning subscriber, I appreciate you so much. I am so incredibly thankful for you. And for those of you who are new and here for the very first time checking things out, I definitely invite you to subscribe to my channel and, of course, hit that notification bell so you know about new videos every time they go up. And for everyone, I definitely ask you to give this video a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below, because that helps me out just in terms of being seen and being put out there in the YouTube algorithm. Even just by hitting the share button, you don't even technically have to share it anywhere, but just hitting that share button makes a difference. So anything you can do, I definitely appreciate it. And if you guys are interested in your own personal reading from me, if I resonate with you as a reader, I invite you to go and check out my website, shadowandshine.com. Over there, you can order your own personal reading, and I will have it to you as soon as I possibly can, based upon what is listed there in the listing that you choose. So yeah, shadowandshine.com. Go ahead and check it out. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a beautiful day today. And I am so incredibly thankful and grateful to you. I appreciate you all. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this sparkly, shiny piece of goldstone, very polished, by the way, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what Christmas 2023 has in store for you. So, let's dive in, shall we? We have the Christmas Love Oracle that we're going to be looking at here today. So there may be some messages in love, obviously, in it, but there could be other stuff that comes through too. So let's just kind of put these cards down and see what comes out, and then we'll piece it all together, see how they all make sense. So first, we have the holidays are better when I'm with you. How sweet. Abandoned, left in the cold. Well, that kind of just took a crazy turn really quick. We'll see exactly how that all relates. There's still more to put down. Enjoying yourself. All right. We have somebody chilling out there with some hot chocolate, it looks like, or a coffee maybe by the Christmas tree. New home, moving in together, moving away, or moving out. Holiday cruise. Let's get away. I'm starting to see a theme come through here. Very interesting. The last pile had a theme as well. Totally different theme, but still a theme. Best buds. Fun with friends. Okay, once again, another theme. I love when you get creative and festive. And last but not least, I still believe. Okay, let's get into it, you guys. All right, so, okay, let's see, where should we start here? Because there's a couple different elements happening here. Okay, so we're going to start with the I love when you get creative and festive card. So obviously this one's a little bit on the kinky side, that kind of thing. So this is where I want to start, because I kind of feel like over the holidays, if there's not someone romantically involved in your life already, there may be someone in the holiday season. And I feel like this person obviously is very attracted to you and definitely enjoys spending time with you physically. However, I'm a little concerned that this person doesn't want to stick around for the long haul. I feel like this person may kind of appreciate just being a flash in the pants and then going on, because we do have that abandoned, left in the cold. So, I feel like if you do decide to entertain these activities with this person, and if you get your heart involved and your emotions involved and you get connected, you may run the risk of this person just kind of like abandoning you and hitting and quitting it. And, I don't want to see that obviously for anybody. So, I got to be honest as to what's coming through right now. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here, especially with these two cards and this energy, because the rest of the energy it's coming through, like I'll explain it as I get into it, but I don't feel like this abandoned, being left in the cold card would really be connected to that other stuff. So, it's not a good feeling. So, someone may want to come along and they may want to, Netflix and chill or whatever. I would say proceed with caution. This is a yellow light situation. It's a risky thing. If you think you can handle it without getting attached, more power to you. But if not, you're risking some stuff here with your heart. So I would say protect your heart at all costs first and foremost. Now, as for the other things going on here, now we have a couple of themes going on here. So we have fun with friends and best buds. So this is kind of the same theme. We have two guys who are, clinking their wine glasses together. They're having a toast. And we have a couple of girls here who look like they're doing like this fun little Santa photo shoot kind of thing. So either way, we have this friendship theme going on. The theme of friends. So I feel like the connections and the relationships that you are going to want to entertain, that you are really going to want to tap into during the holiday season, are your friends. That your friends are going to want to spend time with you and love you and support you, and you guys are just going to have good times together. It's like your friends are that family that you create. They may not be by blood, but they are without a doubt your family. So I feel like this is going to be where it's at for you over the holiday season. These are the connections you're going to want to entertain. Not necessarily some kinky shit that's going to fly in and fly out and is not going to be dependable and reliable like your friends are going to be. So that's first and foremost. And then when it comes to the card here that says, the holidays are better when I'm with you. Now, I know some people could sit here and argue and say, oh, but that could be, the kinky person. I don't feel like it is, though. Because your friends are not going to be, as I knocked the dog. Oh my gosh, now I'm like knocking crystals down. I'm so passionate about what I'm saying, apparently. Your friends are not going to be the ones who are going to be abandoning you in the cold. And they're not going to be abandoning you in the cold because we got this double confirmation here of them being here. You've only got one stinking romantic card here. So, it doesn't look so good for that person. And it's not even like a, I'm in love with you, I want to keep you safe and warm kind of thing. This is like, I want your bod and that's it. That's not love. That's just sex and that's it. So I feel like the people who are really caring about you and who really love you and really want to be there with you, that's your friends. It's your friends who love you and care about you and want to be with you. So give them the time, give them the attention, give them the energy. They earned it. They deserve it. They have your best interest at heart. Not some asshole that you may have talked to on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or something like that. I know I'm being super blunt here, but sometimes that needs to be expressed. And then we have enjoying yourself. So I feel like there is going to be time you're probably going to take for yourself, just you by yourself, over the holidays. So this is like quality me time, because regardless, whether we have our friends or not, whether we have a romantic person or not, whether we have our family or not, sometimes the best way to recharge our battery is to just take time to be by ourselves. Now that doesn't mean isolate yourself. That doesn't mean don't socialize or anything like that. But sometimes it's okay to just unplug and chill out. It's like, sometimes we're like the cable box and we got to unplug ourselves for a few minutes before we plug ourselves back in. Sometimes even that doesn't work. But that would be my own personal journey with Xfinity lately, and that's a different story for another time, talking about cable boxes and comparing ourselves to them. But anyway, bottom line is, I feel like you guys are just gonna, enjoy that. Whether it's just like taking time to do what this girl is doing here and kind of being in awe and wonder of your own Christmas tree, or maybe just like chilling out and watching some holiday movies on your own, or whatever it is. I just feel like there's going to be some good quality. I'm going to spend some time on my own kind of thing. So now this is interesting here, because now we're going to get into the second theme of what's going on. So we have Let's Get Away, Holiday Cruise, and New Home. So this is a lot of energy right here. So I'm going to get into these two first before I get into the New Home. So both of these cards basically imply travel, is what it comes down to. So I feel like you may be traveling over the holiday weekend. It could be on a boat. I mean, we have holiday cruise here. I mean, I personally don't know much about holiday cruises, like where they happen or anything, but I guess anything's possible. So this could be boat related, water related. If it's not, I almost kind of feel like the travel perspective here is to go with the flow, because when I think of like being on the water in general and water travel, it's like you're kind of at the mercy of the waves of the body of water that you're on. So, when it's like that, it's like you just have to go with the flow. So I feel like, going with the flow is going to be important, and that, yeah, you're probably going to be traveling. And I feel like this travel, this Let's Get Away, I feel like it's tied to the friends. I feel like you and your friends are going to be the ones like, traveling and hanging out, like, I don't know, maybe you're going to be like, oh, let's go on a ski trip together or something like that. So it could be something along those lines, but I definitely feel like there's going to be some kind of fun-filled travel activity. Now, for some of you, not all of you, but I feel like for some of you, the traveling could literally be like traveling to your new home. That it may not even be necessarily like travel out of recreation. It could be traveling somewhere else. Like, it says here, moving away. It could be like moving far away. It could be relocating. It could be moving to a new location. That could be what the travel could be. So you could be moving during the holiday season, which personally seems hectic and chaotic to me, because I can't imagine moving during one of the most like chaotic times of the year. But yeah, it could be that. And if you're not actually like moving at this time, the other option I see as a possibility is during the holiday season, you could start to make plans to move. Your move may not be until like further into 2024, but you may decide like around the holidays, like, hey, I think I really want to move. I want to relocate to such and such, or I'd really like to buy a house, or whatever it is. Like, it could be just like the beginning process of it, just like starting to decide, starting to make those plans in your mind before they're concrete. So either way, moving could be at play here. And once again, because we have this theme here with friends, I feel like it's even possible that the moving could be like moving with friends. Especially today in the kind of economy that we live in, especially if you like want to buy a house or something like that, like it's really hard to do a lot of things on just like one single income. So, if you're someone who is not coupled up and not like sharing everything with a partner or something, it could be like you and a friend, or you and a few friends that decide to like go in on something together, just because it makes more financial sense than only one of you, taking the burden of just taking on everything. So it could be that. It could be some kind of collaborative effort. I know there are a lot of people who are doing that nowadays, where it's like, yeah, it's like a platonic move-in kind of thing. So it could be that kind of situation as well. Let's see. I think we've covered everything except for this one last card. Yes. So our final card, which I feel like could honestly be significant for any of these piles, is I Still Believe. And isn't this just such a magical card? I mean, just look at it. You know, we have these two people sitting here at this enormous, glowing, glistening tree, and everything else around them is just still in the darkness. And the darkness is really what makes those lights on that tree just pop and sparkle and shine. And it kind of just reminds you of the magic of Christmas is what it comes down to. The magic of miracles happening in the most least and unexpected ways, in the most least likely places, with the most unlikely of people. So I feel like regardless, even if the rest of this even if the rest of this message didn't resonate at all, even if none of this made any sense of you, made no sense to any of you, I would beg and offer you to at least take this one last message, because I feel like it's applicable for everybody and anybody, because we all go through challenges, we all go through difficulties, we all have shadow work to do, we all have, been through it. I don't know a single person who hasn't been through it, especially lately. If you're here on earth, you're going through it some way, somehow. So I feel like, if anything, this card is just that reminder to still believe, because miracles still happen every day, that there's still goodness in this world, that there is still hope. And if there wasn't, then it's like, what would the point of all this be for anyways? So to not give up, to keep going, that there is something better on the other side, that sometimes things absolutely have to get to the absolute worst shit show point before it can bounce back. Sometimes you have to hit that rock bottom before you start climbing up. Sometimes you're put in that slingshot and you're pulled all the way back, and it feels like everything's going wrong and nothing's ever going to go right. And instead of going forward, all you're doing is going backwards and going backwards and going backwards. And then the next thing you know, you are flung so far forward, and it's so fast pass, such like a fast track, fast paced thing. You can't even keep track of how fast forward you're going. So it's just a reminder that those things can still happen, that there's still goodness in the world, and to not give up. So keep believing. Keep believing. That is so incredibly important. So I don't know who needs to hear that. And you know what? Even if no one needs to hear that, I will accept that message for myself, because I feel like that's a good message and I can definitely use it. So, if no one else needs that, fine. I'll take it. But yeah, if nothing else, take this one message, even if nothing else in this reading made sense. So that's basically what I have for you guys. If the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did resonate, now you know. As always, I am very appreciative to anybody who is a returning subscriber. You guys are awesome sauce and amazing. And anyone who is new here, if I resonate with you as a reader, then I would ask you to definitely subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you can be informed every time a new upload happens. You will be the first one up to date. And before you guys head on out, I ask you to just quickly give this video a thumbs up, and also to drop me a comment down below, because that definitely helps me out. It lets YouTube know that you like my videos, and it helps put me out there more so on the algorithm. So I would really appreciate that. And finally, before you guys head on out, if you enjoy my readings and if you're curious about having a personal reading from me, I am open. I am available for those, and you can find personal readings for purchase over on my website, shadowandshine.com. So head on over there and check it out. I would love to assist you and help you on your journey in a more personal one-on-one type of setting. So that's basically it, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful rest of the week. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling. Hi, Pile 5. If you chose this pretty piece of astrophyllite, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what you need to know for Christmas 2023. All right, put our little astrophyllite buddy there. And we're going to be looking at some cards here from the Christmas Love Oracle. So there may be some love messages that might come through. There could be other things too. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all the cards down, and then we'll connect the dots and kind of see exactly how all the cards correlate in your particular situation. Karmic interference. All right, starting out strong with something weird. Protection is a gift. This one's already going to be a wild ride. I can see that already. Wow. I want to give it to you. Clearly, apparently these two need to go together, don't they? Okay. Moving right along. Oh shit, disaster. Oh my goodness, we do not want that. We do not want oh shit disasters, that's for sure. Stood up. Oh my gosh. You guys, why are you being so dramatic? Oh my god. Stuck in a rut, snowed in bad weather. Oh my goodness, you guys. What is going on here? Under pressure. Breaking point. Wit's end. Holy shit. Okay. Celebration of love. Oh my gosh, we finally got something positive here. Leading the way. And let me treat you. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is a pretty sticky group. I'm just going to put it out there and say that already. So, okay. So just for the discretion of the person or people who chose this group, before I dive in, just kind of buckle up and get ready, because these are probably not going to be easy messages to hear. So take that with a grain of salt. All right. So, all right. Before I even pick up any cards and explain what I'm going to say here, the first thing I'm going to say is I kind of feel like you're either currently involved with somebody or you will be involved with somebody around this time frame, around the holidays. It's going to be a romantic connection, but it's very much so going to be sexually focused. It's very much so just going to revolve around the physical. And I feel like there's a lot of you who are probably going to think that it's more than what it is. You know, this could be like a false twin flame kind of situation where you think they're your twin flame, but they're really not. So here are my reasons for kind of picking up on this energy. So number one, we have the guy here with let me treat you. So I feel like this is kind of like how this person is towards you, you know, like, and this is not like, let me treat you, like, let me treat you to a nice dinner, or let me, you know, treat you to, like, it's not let me treat you in anything that's not sexual. Like, look at him. Does this look like something that's not a sexual treat? It's clearly a sexual treat. He is only wearing a Santa hat, underwear, and is licking a lollipop, which we all know that's an innuendo for licking his lollipop. We all know that. So I feel like that's kind of like the energy of this dude, this person that you're in connection with, that, you know, they obviously find you very insatiable. They find you very attractive. There's no doubt about that. But I feel like that's kind of like the top thing of interest here. There's not a lot here that kind of expresses it being a deeper situation. And then with the girl, you know, with the Christmas lights wrapped around her ass, leading the way, you know, this is very much so like a flirty kind of card. You know, it's very much so like a teasing kind of energy. So I feel like because this person gives you this attention of wanting to treat you, that a lot of the times your response is, you know, flirting with them in return, teasing them, just like kind of egging on that energy, playing into it is what it comes down to. And while there's nothing wrong with playing into that kind of energy when it's like a healthy, good kind of love, this is a problem when it's something that's not good. So obviously, you know, these two cards kind of go hand in hand together. They're kind of obvious. I want to give it to you. Protection is a gift. You know, once again, I want to give it to you. Let me treat you. This is the treat. That's the treat right there. That's what he wants to give to you. That's like all he's interested in here, unfortunately. And the reason why protection is being brought up here, because Spirit is like, if you do choose to go through with this, if you do decide to just like override your common sense with your emotions and with your hormones, at least wear protection, because if you don't, you may wind up pregnant or you may wind up with an STD from this person. So, yeah, so protect yourself is what it comes down to. If you do decide to go there, if you do engage in this, because just because I say it here and now doesn't mean you're going to believe me, and it doesn't mean that you're going to, you know, necessarily be like, oh, maybe this is a person I shouldn't interfere with. And that's where karmic interference comes in, because I feel like this is confirmation, not saying that, you know, oh, they have a karmic partner. I feel like this person is your karmic partner. That this is a karmic connection. This is a karmic relationship. And a karmic relationship, they're not always known for being the most healthiest of things. Karmic relationships are there to teach us lessons. And it's usually difficult, challenging lessons. So this is not a fun energy. Not fun at all. And the other cards kind of back that up, except for one, which I will get to last. But I feel like if you go there, if you engage in this karmic connection, if you entertain this disaster, that the aftermath of it is not going to be good. So number one, we have stood up. I feel like in the aftermath of it, you will probably continue to reach out to this person. You will probably continue to want to be with this person and continue this connection. And I mean, your intentions are going to be pure and genuine because you're genuinely going to love and care about this person, and you're going to see the best qualities in them, and therefore you're going to want to pursue it and try to build a foundation and build a future with this person. But this person is not foundation future type of material, and they're going to blow you off. They're gonna blow you off is what it comes down to. This entire reading is like one big fat holiday warning. And I hate the fact that I even have to give this warning, but I also can't lie and, you know, blow smoke up your ass and say, oh, this is going to be a great thing, because these are not great cards. This is not great energy. So I have to be honest about this. And this is not good. So yeah, they're going to wind up blowing you off, and that's not going to feel so great. And when they blow you off, you're going to feel a bunch of pressure, because you're going to be stressed out, and you're going to be, you know, wondering to yourself, like, I've put my heart and my soul and my body on the line for this person, and I thought they were my perfect match, and I'm reaching my breaking point. I'm reaching my wit's end because they don't respond to my texts, because they stand me up, because, you know, they are quantity and not quality. So you're going to feel all this pressure that could be avoided. And when that pressure starts to build up more and more and more, and that continues, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel trapped in a rut. This isn't just talking about bad weather. This isn't about talking about being snowed in. This is metaphorical right here. 1000%. I'm not saying that you couldn't get stuck in bad weather in traffic over the holidays, because that's always a potential too. But in regards to this situation, it's clearly driving in a direction of, if you get treated badly and stood up because you engaged with this person who is a karmic connection, you're going to feel all this pressure. And when there's all that weight on your shoulders, you're going to feel trapped and you're not going to know what to do, because at this point, your heart is too invested, because you know, you've put your heart and your soul on the line and you love this person and you care about this person, but you also know that they're not treating you right and that you deserve better, that you deserve the same respect and care in return. So you're going to feel trapped. And when that happens, it's going to be like, damn, oh shit, this whole thing is a disaster. It's like you're going to finally be able to look back over the course of this connection, whether it's days or weeks or hours or whatever it is, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how did it get to this point? So the situation is not good. It's a disaster. It is a disaster. So, I mean, honestly, this is the only positive card here. You take this one away and this is just shit show. Like, I hate that I even have to deliver this message, you guys. I don't know who this is for, but this reading is a big fat red flag for your holidays is what it comes down to. And it's coming out right now because it's not saying that this will happen. It's saying this is the energy. This is what could potentially happen. But you could avert all of this. You don't have to go there just by like changing the course of your thoughts, changing the course of your actions and your decisions. You know, we are co-creators with the universe. So it does not have to go here. There could be a totally different outcome here. You know, like let's say you say no to this person. You say no to this person, you avoid being stood up, you avoid feeling all of that pressure, you avoid feeling stuck, and you ultimately avoid disaster. And if you avoid all that, that changes like the trajectory of this entire reading, and something wonderful and positive could come in instead. Instead, maybe your real twin flame or the real love of your life, an actual soulmate could come into your life instead. And this could all be wonderful stuff. So I feel like this is being told to you guys right now as a warning. It is July. So there is time for this to not happen, for this to not go there. And with celebrations of love, with this being the final card, which is the one and only card that is completely different from the rest of this reading, I feel like if anything, this is your card here to give you guys hope, to remind you that it does not have to look like this, that this is just a warning, that this is just a possibility and a heads up, because Spirit loves you and Spirit is trying to prevent this shit show from happening. And instead, focus on the love that you already have in your life. Celebrate the love that is already there. And maybe it's not there yet with a romantic partner. And maybe it looks like this partner could give it to you, but they're not going to wind up giving that to you. There's somebody else. There's somebody better who will come your way. And you're not going to be able to find that person unless you avoid this particular person like the plague. So remember all the love that's already there in your life. Celebrate what is currently presently there. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be even coworkers at work maybe who love you. This could be your pets, this could be your children. This could be so many different people. There's so many other types of love out there, so much amazing and wonderful love. So celebrate what you already have, and it will blossom and it will expand, and you will have abundance in other types of love and in romantic love, as long as you're focusing on what you already have, and as long as you don't like go here out of some kind of weird desperation or loneliness or something like that. So I would say drop this, whatever this is, and make room for genuine, true, soulmate kind of love. And you can't get that unless you get rid of this. So celebrate the love that you already have, and that doesn't just have to be romantic. That is all kinds of love. Even celebrate the love that you have for yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you don't got nothing else. So take a glass of wine, say cheers, and drink up to celebrate you. So that's basically the message that I have here. This one was not exactly the easiest one to deliver. Hopefully you guys were not too mad at me for delivering it, but I bring the message out of love in return, obviously. It's easy to give the fun, happy messages. It's hard to give the more challenging ones. But it's important. It's necessary. So if the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But if this did resonate, now you know. And now you can avoid this. So I appreciate anyone here who is a returning subscriber. I don't know why I jumble my words like that sometimes. But I appreciate anyone who is a returning subscriber. You definitely mean the world to me. And for anyone who is new here, if you enjoyed this reading, as challenging as it was, maybe you checked out one of the other piles too. I don't know. People can check out as many piles as they want, truthfully. Just whatever stands out the most. But anyways, if you are new here and if you would like to, I welcome you to join the Shadow and Shine family here and to subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also please hit the notification bell, because that way then you will be informed of all the videos when they are uploaded. Whenever there's a new one, you will be the first one in the know. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I definitely appreciate that, and that helps put me on the map a little bit more in the YouTube algorithm. It helps me get seen here. So yeah, that's basically that. And if you guys do resonate with me as a reader and you are interested in your own personal reading, I invite you guys to check out my website, shadowandshine.com. There are a whole bunch of different kinds of readings there available. And if you're interested, feel free to order one. I would love to assist you and help you on your own journey on a more personal one-on-one type of level. So that's about that, you guys. I hope you all have a beautiful day and a wonderful rest of the week. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling. Hi, Pile 6. If you chose the Crackle Quartz Tower, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what your holiday, Christmas time, 2023 predictions and forecasts will be. Let's see what that energy is going to be. All right, so the Oracle deck that we are going to be looking at cards from today is the Christmas Love Oracle. So obviously there may be some love-related messages in here, and there could be other stuff too. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the cards down, and then we'll kind of see like exactly what is happening, connect the dots, and see what the story is that's unfolding for you guys. Holiday travel. All I want is you, Mariah Carey. Shopping together. I want you to meet my family. Kiss our worries away. Naughty. Unexpected visitor. Workaholic. Works on holidays, away from family, puts work first. Enchanted kiss. Make room for all these cards together. And magical chemistry, good vibes. All right. Well, thankfully, you guys seem to be in much better shape than pile 5 was. Not gonna lie, pile 5 was a bit painful. That was a hard group to go through. But you guys are looking a lot happier than they are, so that's a good thing. Okay. So I think the first thing we're going to get into is holiday travel and unexpected visitor. So we have 2 cards here, which both have airplanes on them. So I feel like with holiday travel, at first when this card first came out, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe you're going to be the one who's going to be traveling. But I don't feel like that's going to be the case. I mean, obviously this was the first one out, so I didn't really have any context. But with everything else that has come out now, I kind of get the context. So I feel like, if anything, you are going to be getting an unexpected visitor, and that person is going to be the person who is traveling. So I feel like there's going to be somebody coming in to visit you who's going to be from far away. Most likely by plane, could be car, but bottom line is they're going to be coming a long way to see you. That this is definitely like a long distance situation. And, you know, since it says unexpected visitor, I don't feel like you're going to be planning for them. I think if anything, you're going to be under the impression that they're not going to be coming, that they won't be seeing you. So when they do drop in to see you from their holiday travel, it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be a surprise, but I feel like it's going to be a very welcome surprise at the same time. Now, I feel like the reason you're not going to be expecting this person in the first place is because I feel like this person is a workaholic. I feel like this is somebody who definitely puts work above all else. They might be an earth sign. You know, earth signs are kind of like those workhorses of the zodiac. Of course, Capricorn energy, it definitely has that kind of written all over it. They don't necessarily have to be, obviously, but, you know, it's a potential. But yeah, I feel like the main reason that you're not going to be expecting them is because you're going to be thinking, oh, they're not coming because, you know, work is their life, work is important to them. They're just going to be busy working. And they're definitely going to kind of like imply that imply that themselves. Like, even if you were to invite them, I feel like they're going to constantly say to you things like, oh, I wish I could, but this with work, but that with work, but the other thing with work. So I definitely feel like that's going to be the excuse. Now, it could be that they were planning on coming the entire time and they just didn't want to tell you and they wanted to surprise you. Or they genuinely were caught up with work and like at the very last minute, they either got it off or they changed their mind or something like that, where they were able to switch up their plans to make that travel your way. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like this person is a romantic interest. I feel like that this is a long distance romantic connection because, you know, we have Kiss Our Worries Away and Enchanted Kiss. One thing that's really funny to me is for like every single pile that I've gone through tonight, like people have had like double confirmations on things through the cards. It'll be like double playfulness or double kiss or double whatever it is. So whenever I see those doubles come through, I feel like that's definitely a part of the energy that is super strong, like probably stronger than any other part of the reading, and it's like double that confirmation. So once again, I feel like if anything, this person who is going to be that unexpected visitor traveling your way, who's a workaholic, I feel like it's a romantic connection because I feel like once you guys do come together, you know, there's going to be a lot of kisses and it's going to feel enchanted and it's going to feel magical. Probably because it's been a long time since you've seen one another, probably because you weren't expecting it to even happen, and of course just the aura of the season in itself with it being the holidays. So this is definitely going to be a pleasant surprise. And while they are in town, while they are visiting you, if they haven't met your family already, I feel like they will. You know, with I want you to meet my family, I feel like if anything, that's kind of like your energy coming through, because this person would be coming your way. This person would be coming into your territory, your town, where you are at. So I feel like it's going to be an ample opportunity for them to meet your family. I don't feel any bad vibes from this. I feel like it's going to be all good. I feel like if anything, this is something that person is going to be prepared for and excited to do. And it's just going to be the right time for that to happen. So it's going to be taking that relationship to the next level, getting more serious, basically. And I feel like that meeting with the family is going to go well because we have good vibes here. We have magical chemistry. And I feel like that just kind of sums up the overall vibe and the overall feeling of the entire season for you. You know, whether it's between you and this person, whether it's you and this person and your family meeting, you know, it's just going to be a magical time. It's going to be a good time is what it comes down to. So that's always a good thing. And one of the things that the two of you may do together while this person is in town is do some shopping. Do some serious shopping together. So I'm not sure why shopping would be like the main activity here. Maybe this person likes to go shopping, or you like to go shopping, or you both like to go shopping, but it seems like that's definitely going to be a thing. Maybe you live near a big like shopping complex or mall or something like that that is just kind of like the perfect setting to go to. Maybe it's not even about the shopping. Maybe they have really good food over there. Maybe they have incredible Christmas decorations, you know? I know when I lived in LA, I would go to the Grove all the time during Christmas time, and that's a shopping mall. And I mean, yeah, I could go there and I could buy things, but the main reason I went there is because the Grove goes all out when it comes to Christmas decorations. They have this ginormous Christmas tree and this huge Santa's workshop thing that's in there where, you know, people can go see Santa and stuff. You know, every pole is lit up and decorated. They have like these shining star things that hang up above all throughout the entire space. They have fake snow that snows at like 7 and 8 o'clock every night. So yeah, like you don't even have to go shopping. Just being there in that energy and being in that ambiance can be mesmerizing. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's just to be in that environment. But for whatever reason, it seems like shopping is going to be a thing here. Maybe this person's going to help you shop for your family if they're going to be meeting your family. I don't know. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But either way, it's going to be an enjoyable time. And finally, since this person will be physically present there with you, and you guys will be able to spend some quality time together, you know, typically, especially in a long-distance relationship, if you haven't had the chance to have some physical, touchy-touchy, feely-feely kind of times, you guys are going to have that, because at the end of the day, all this person wants is you, as do you them. And, of course, with this naughty card, I mean, that kind of self-implies all in itself that it's like, yes, this person loves you and they're ready to be committed and meet your family and, you know, spend time with you doing other activities like going shopping together and that kind of stuff. But this person is also ready to get down behind closed doors, you know, put some mistletoe there and, you know, for the two of you to just, you know, lick each other like candy canes, basically. So yeah, it's definitely going to be some spiciness as well. So overall, you know, I would say this is a pretty good outcome. This is a pretty good and enjoyable holiday season. So it's going to be a pleasant, unexpected surprise seeing this person just suddenly show up. So that's basically what is going on for you guys. So as always, if the message doesn't flow, just let it go. But if it does resonate, now you know. And I appreciate all of my returning subscribers, of course. Anyone who has seen my videos before, and if you're back, you know, welcome back, of course. I appreciate you. And if you're brand new, welcome too. And I invite you guys to subscribe to my channel. And when you do, of course, hit that notification bell, because that way then you will know every time there's a brand new upload. You will be the first in the know. And before you guys head on out of here, all I ask of you to do is to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Doing those things simply helps put me on the map, and it helps the YouTube algorithm kind of just like push me out there a little bit more for people. So I would definitely appreciate that. And if you guys are interested in your own personal reading, I invite you guys to check out my website, shadowandshine.com. There are a lot of readings right there that are available for you guys. And I would love to assist you in your own personal journey on a more one-on-one type of setting. So if you're interested, feel free to check it out. So that's about it, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful week. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Keep sparkling.